Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K24 Universe Mode as we are back here with NXT, and tonight it is a big night as in the main event. We will see Bron Breakker go one-on-one with Joe Gacy, and also the NXT Women's Champion Io Sky will be in action. But first, let's look at some other results here tonight on NXT. We'll see Tyler Bate take on Noam Dar one-on-one, and Tyler Bate will pick up the big win. Chase U defeats the family here tonight in tag team action. A big win for Hudson and Andre Chase. Roxanne Perez, she will defeat Ivy Nile in singles action here tonight. And Grayson Waller gets back on track with a one-on-one victory over Brooks Jensen. Wait a minute here. You see here backstage, that's Carmelo Hayes and Bron Breakker. And Melo says obviously Gunther was right about one thing last week, and that both Melo and Bron both want the NXT Championship, but they're going to have to be on the same page if they want to get that goal. Melo saying Imperium is no joke and that they're going to have to work together to do this. And Bron saying, listen, yeah, we don't have to be friends and that they aren't friends, but they will have to be on the same page to get what they want. So at least both of them are on the same wavelength here tonight. And Melo saying as long as we're seeing eye to eye, Bron can do whatever he wants, and saying we need to be the ones to lead NXT and this company into the future, and saying Trick would have been there to help if he wasn't ambushed by JD a couple months back. Oh, wait a minute. Well, Bron taking a little bit of exception here to what Melo said about him being the one to lead the charge into the future, saying this business runs in his blood, and throughout the history of this business, his family has been involved. And he said that the leader of the new generation, that title belongs to him and that he's going to prove it in his matchup later tonight. Well, interesting interaction there between Bron Breakker and Carmelo Hayes. They cannot afford any tension between one another. But we're going to kick things off here with action as we await the arrival of the NXT Women's Champion.
It's scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, the NXT Women's Champion, Io Sky.
Io Sky has been the NXT Women's Champion ever since becoming the inaugural champion all the way back in 2K22 at the NXT TakeOver In Your House event. She has defeated the likes of Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, Mandy Rose, and most recently Cora Jade. Just a few of the names she has defeated in this magical run as the champion. She has been a phenomenal champion here in Universe Mode, and her next challenger, Lyra Valkyria, may pose as much of a threat, hell, maybe even more of a threat to her championship reign. But tonight, Io cannot worry about Lyra Valkyria. She has to worry about that task in hand right in front of her. And that would be this woman, Blair Davenport, looking to make the most of her opportunities here tonight, as she will make her way to the ring. And Io Sky, she better be ready for a physical affair here tonight on NXT. Now, we haven't seen too much of Blair Davenport here in Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen. What we can tell you is that she is very experienced, and she will do whatever it takes to pick up the victory over the NXT Women's Champion here tonight. Because who knows, if she picks up the victory over the NXT Women's Champion Io Sky here tonight, then there may be some complications in the plans for Lyra Valkyria and Io Sky. Hell, Blair Davenport may be added to the equation if that were to happen. So this is a big time opportunity for Blair. Like we said, haven't seen much of her here in Universe Mode quite yet. Not a lot of opportunities to showcase her abilities. So this is really a coming out party for Blair Davenport. We're going to see exactly what she is able to do against the top dog in the NXT Women's Division. Of course, formerly in NXT UK was Blair Davenport. Spent a lot of time over in Japan. Like we said, very experienced, very well-rounded competitor. And we are going to see what she is able to do in this contest here tonight as this match gets underway. And out of the gate, that's a strong start for Davenport, taking down the champion. You got to think Lyra Valkyria is somewhere watching this contest very, very closely. The #1 contender looking in on what the champion does in the ring, so she is prepared for whenever that title matchup comes. Of course, as we said, Bron Breakker will be in action later tonight against Joe Gacy. We also have a big announcement coming up after this matchup here tonight, so be sure to stay tuned in for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Big announcement that was just made official not too long ago by NXT officials. Right now, Io Sky's in full control. Big DDT there to Blair Davenport, takes her down. And right now, the Genius of the Sky looks very good, but then Blair Davenport takes her down with that clothesline. You know, Blair Davenport, she's going to make the best out of this opportunity to try to make some type of waves here in NXT. We have a very stacked NXT women's division. One mess up in this division, and it could mess you up for basically your entire career. You could be going down the ladder way more than you expected with this NXT women's division. We have a lot of great talent, a lot of potential in this NXT women's division, so you really have to make the most of your opportunities when you can. As Io has to roll out to the ring. Blair Davenport's loving it. She's in the middle of the ring. And now Blair's going to take her out with a suicide dive. Nice job there by Blair Davenport. She's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. She's got the champion reeling. Now looking to weaken down Io on the outside. Io, though, able to fight out of that one. Champion right now looking a little bit shell-shocked. I don't think she expected this type of fight out of Blair Davenport here tonight. Right now, Io is back in control, showing why she is the champion. It might have been a fast start for Blair Davenport, but Io Sky, just like that, is back in the mix. One of the best, if not the best, in-ring performer we have in the WWE today. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view is just around the corner. You got to get through the next episode of SmackDown, and then the big pay-per-view will be here. Hell, you may even see some of this NXT talent declare themselves into the Royal Rumble. You never know who could show up in the Royal Rumble, so be sure to tune in for the big event as there's a DDT off the top rope. Io flying through the air. She's going to hook the leg of Blair, and it's a quick kick out. But a phenomenal maneuver there by the champion. Now, oh my goodness, well, Blair Davenport, just like that, able to get back in control of this contest, trying to keep the champion down by any means necessary. Now, Blair Davenport tries to go after Io, but Io, though, is able to take her down. Io Sky has control back in this contest. This has been a little bit of a back and forth contest, maybe a little bit back and forth than more people expected here tonight. Io, though, goes back to the top rope, looking for a nice elbow drop, and she got it. Nice elbow drop there by the champion. She's in full control now. Io sending Blair to the corner, and oh, there's a nice kick there. Now Io's going to back up. She misses the double knees, though, as Blair was ready for it. She scouted that one. Blair Davenport, very intelligent in the ring. As now back suplex by Io Sky takes down Blair Davenport. Now Io once again looking to go to the top rope. Like we said, she is the Genius of the Sky for a reason. She's looking for that moonsault, but Blair is able to move out of the way. Great job by Blair Davenport. She scouted that one. Oh my goodness, what the hell is Blair Davenport looking for right here? And now, boom! My goodness, she tried to double stomp the back of Io, but Io's able to move out of the way to that one. Both of these women tried their best shots, and the other one was able to counter. There's a nice snap German suplex there by Io Sky. There's a kick out, though, by Blair Davenport. Some fast action in this women's contest here tonight on NXT. And now Io's dropping the knees on the leg of Blair Davenport, trying to weaken down Blair. Working on that leg once again. Now Io in the corner, hyping herself up, trying to get the crowd behind her. I don't think she has to try very much to do that one. And now Io off the top rope. Oh my goodness, she crashed and burned, but she caught enough of Blair to be able to take her down. Both of these women throwing caution to the wind in this matchup here tonight. The referee has begun his count. If both of these women, they're going to brawl out here until they can't brawl anymore. They've got to be wary of the count. Io's going up the ramp here. She's trying to draw, my goodness, she's trying to draw Blair Davenport in. Takes her out, and now Io's back in the ring. Blair's out cold near the entrance ramp. I believe we're at a count of 8. I can't really tell. But Blair's got to get in the ring regardless. She's now stirring. We're now at a count of 9, and Blair's able to get back in the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Io, though. Io caught her. She suckered her into this big submission hold. Is this going to do it? I believe she got her. Io picks up the win here tonight. Very impressive win for the Oh, wait a minute. That's the challenger. That's her next challenger, the number 1 contender, Lyra Valkyria, making sure the champion knows that she is coming for the gold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was just made official by NXT officials not too long ago. NXT Vengeance Day, the next big event here in NXT, will take place in just 2 weeks' time here in WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. And we can already confirm one big-time matchup for this event as it is on. It is official. The NXT Women's Championship is on the line. Lyra Valkyria will finally get her shot at Io Sky at Vengeance Day. Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria for the championship at Vengeance Day. And speaking of which, here is the number 1 contender, Lyra Valkyria, saying she is finally getting her shot at the championship in just 2 weeks' time. She has worked long and hard for this opportunity. She's going to give everything it takes to become champion, and she believes Io's time is coming to the end, saying she has never faced anyone like Lyra in her run at the top, and she is going to match everything Io's able to do, and she's looking to add yet another feather in her collection. Big words there from the challenger. But let's focus on what's happening next week on NXT. As we know, Raquel Rodriguez has had many problems with the unholy union for the last couple of weeks. Hell, maybe in the last couple of months. And we will have a New Year's Evil rematch as Raquel takes on Alba Fire one-on-one next week. And that is not the only thing we have going on next week. Wesley, who picked up a big win over the North American champion Austin Theory last week, he will be in one-on-one action as he takes on J.D. McDonough. Will Wesley be able to keep his momentum going on next week on NXT? All of that and more going down for this brand next week. But we still have one more thing to go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as it is main event time, here tonight, as Bron Breakker is ready for war in this contest. We all saw the conversation that Bron Breakker and Carmelo Hayes had earlier on in the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It got a little bit heated towards the end of that conversation when Melo stated that he would be the main one leading this next generation into the future, leading this brand, this company into the future as the king of the next generation. Bron Breakker took a little bit of offense to that, saying his family runs through the history of this business and that the title leader of the next generation belongs to him, and that he was going to be the one to take down Gunther for the NXT Championship. That's what both of these men want. But if they're going to do that, they have to be on the same page. They cannot have any petty feelings, any petty disagreements. And that all starts tonight if Bron Breakker can pick up a nice win over Joe Gacy. We will get into that Carmelo Hayes and Bron Breakker conversation more as the matchup is going on. But Bron Breakker is focused on one task here tonight, and that one task is this man. We never know what this man, Joe Gacy, is thinking. We never know what's going on inside his head. But we all do know that he is dangerous, and Bron Breakker, he has to be ready.
Weighing in at 249 pounds,
Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen Joe Gacy a couple of times here in Universe Mode, I believe, and I still don't know what to think of this man. I don't know what's up with the mask. I don't know what's up with this eerie feeling that we all get when he enters the building, ladies and gentlemen. But what we do know is that he is a very formidable competitor inside of the squared circle. So Bron, he's going to have to be prepared for everything, the mind games, the physicality of this matchup, everything. Joe Gacy can do a lot very well in the middle of the ring, and he is possibly more better at doing mind games, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. We're going to see if Joe Gacy can pick up a nice win to catapult his career here in NXT. As we wait for this matchup to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen, the referee rings the bell, and here we go. Out of the gate, that's a nice start for Bron Breakker. But going back to the conversation that Carmelo Hayes and Bron Breakker had earlier tonight, obviously they both know that they're going to have to see eye to eye. They are both going to have to be on the same page if they want an opportunity to even take down Imperium. Of course, Gunther, our NXT champion, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci, the NXT Tag Team Champions. It's safe to say that Imperium, they may not only run NXT, but there's a chance that you could argue that they run WWE right now. Of course, the Bloodline over on SmackDown also hold all the gold, so there is a say-so in that from Roman Reigns and his family. But when it comes to NXT, this is all Imperium. They run this brand, and Joe Gacy has a cover here, but Bron Breakker is able to kick out off of that nice springboard by Joe Gacy. But Bron Breakker and Carmelo Hayes, they both want the same thing. They want to be the top dog here in NXT. They both want to be NXT champion. But to do that, they're going to have to go through Imperium. They're going to have to work together. So wait a minute here. Joe Gacy out of the gate, looking to fly, takes out Bron Breakker. There's a nice maneuver there by Joe Gacy. And right now, Gacy's in full control of this contest. But like we were saying, ladies and gentlemen, to do that, Bron Breakker and Carmelo Hayes are going to have to be on the same page. And that little petty disagreement they had at the end of their conversation about who is going to be the leader of the next generation, man, that can happen at another time. You're going to need to focus. Bron Breakker has his matchup tonight right now as Joe Gacy seems to have a little bit of control. Wait a minute, Bron Breakker coming out of nowhere with the suicide dive. Nearly sent Gacy into the announce table. But Bron Breakker, he's got to focus on Joe Gacy here tonight. Then he also has to focus on Imperium wherever they are, because he said himself, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't know what type of mind games Gunther is playing, but he knows they're coming, and he's going to have to be ready for that. And Carmelo Hayes, he's going to have eyes in the back of his head as well, because they know Imperium is gunning for them. So we are going to see exactly how this relationship, this working relationship, pans out between those two men, because they are going to have to figure something out if this is going to work. As Joe, oh my goodness, Joe Gacy sent to the outside. Now Bron Breakker going to the top rope. What the hell is Bron Breakker looking to do right here? Bron Breakker on the top rope, and oh, there's a nice double axe handle. And now Bron Breakker stomping the hell out of Joe Gacy here. And oh, wait a minute. Oh no. Well, is this the mind games that Bron was talking about? Imperium's music is playing. I don't see anybody though. Oh wait a minute, it was just a nice distraction for Joe Gacy to try to get the upper hand. LeBron is clearly not going to allow that. That's exactly what Bron Breakker was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, the mind games. He doesn't know what type of mind games Gunther is trying to play, but he is not going to allow them to get the best of him here tonight. He is focused, and he wants to show Imperium that no matter what they do, it is going to be all for nothing, because Bron Breakker is going to come out on top. Of course, Bron Breakker, his last big outing, he was able to defeat. Oh, wait a minute. Bron Breakker now has Joe Gacy up already. Is he looking for the end with that big power slam out of the gate? Into the cover goes Bron Breakker, and we've got a kick out by Gacy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought that could have potentially been the end of the matchup right there. And Bron Breakker, you can see he is fired up. I believe that attempt at mind games might have fired up Bron Breakker, pissed him off a little bit more than Imperium thought it would. They thought it would throw him off his game. It's clear that Bron Breakker was prepared for it. Right now, Joe Gacy off the springboard again takes down Bron Breakker. And now Joe Gacy's looking to get momentum back on his side. And now he has a hold of Bron Breakker. Ooh, reverse DDT there. And of course, as we were saying, the last big outing for Bron Breakker, he was able to defeat Grayson Waller at NXT New Year's Evil in that tables matchup. So wait a minute now. Gacy has a hold of Bron, and now he's looking for that big submission. He's got Bron wrapped up here, ladies and gentlemen. Bron Breakker's in trouble. It's a nice submission by Gacy, but he lets him go. Apparently, Gacy knows that there's not enough damage done to Bron Breakker to win the matchup right there. Bron sent to the corner. Now what's Gacy planning to do here? Nice slam there by Gacy. Takes down Bron. Gacy rolls to the outside as Bron is looking to do the same thing. Now Gacy's looking to go make some more damage. Looking to deal some more damage now to Bron Breakker. Of course, the son of Rick Steiner, the nephew of Scott Steiner. But he is looking to forge his own path with his own name, Bron Breakker. Still looking to uphold that family legacy, however, but Joe Gacy right now saying to hell with the Steiner family legacy. He is looking to make a legacy of his own, looking to make a name for himself. Now Gacy rebounding off the ropes. Oh, wait a minute here. Oh, he misses the clothesline. That big clothesline, we've seen him do that a lot in training. It is very impactful. Oh my God, what the hell is that? What the hell was that from Joe Gacy? You see, that's what I'm talking about right there, ladies and gentlemen. We still don't know a lot about this man. I don't know what the hell he just did over there in the corner. And I couldn't see his face, but I can only guess he was making some type of creepy type of smile when he did that. I don't know. Wait a minute. Bron Breakker clearly didn't give a damn about anything Joe Gacy just did. There's another big power slam. And Gacy's able to get the shoulder up. Well, at least we know that Joe Gacy is very resilient, ladies and gentlemen. But Bron Breakker, he is not going to let that deter him of his goals here tonight as he takes out Gacy flying through the air. Both of these men going back and forth in this contest here tonight. And now Bron Breakker. Oh my goodness, look at the strength of Bron. The dog in Bron Breakker is showing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Joe Gacy is not a small guy, so that is a very impressive feat by Bron Breakker. Now both of these men fighting on the outside in front of the NXT universe. Now Gacy tries to get a hold of Bron, but Bron able to fight out of that one. And now what's Bron's goal here? Has hold of Gacy, sends him in back into the ring. Bron will follow. As, oh, wait a minute, the straps have come down, ladies and gentlemen. Bron Breakker might be looking to put the finishing touches on this contest. He goes to the corner and breaks Gacy in half with the spear. Into the cover once again. Does Bron Breakker have enough to win this match? Another kick out by Joe Gacy. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Gacy showing the resilience in this contest here tonight. He will not take no for an answer. Now what's he going to do here? Gacy able to reverse Bron, sends him off the ropes. Now Gacy's going to go over that time. And oh, there's a nice elbow there by Joe Gacy. As he tries to keep himself in this contest. A lot of damage has been done by Bron. Now Gacy just choking Bron out over there in the corner. The referee's telling him to stop that. Gacy could get disqualified, and he does eventually stop. And now Bron is in trouble. Gacy's got the cover on Bron Breakker. Kick out at 2. Gacy trying to do anything he can to gain the momentum in this contest, trying to beat down Bron Breakker enough to where he is able to pick up a nice upset victory over Bron Breakker here tonight. And now Gacy with a big punch there. Bron Breakker able to roll out of that one, able to reverse that one. And now Bron, oh wait a minute, Bron Breakker, he's got a hold of Gacy again. Will he be able to get a third? Nice power slam by Bron. And this time, it's done enough. Bron Breakker is victorious, sticking it to Imperium. I won't lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. Bron Breakker tonight proved to me that he is very well deserving of the title King of the New Generation, to be able to lead the new generation. But Bron Breakker is victorious over Joe Gacy, and now he will turn to his attention to Imperium. Wait a minute. Well, there is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Ludwig Kaiser, and he's beating the holy hell out of Bron Breakker after his big-time victory in the main event. Well, I knew something was afoot when Imperium's music started playing mid-matchup, but I didn't know where they were, and it's clear they still were here tonight. And now Ludwig Kaiser is getting himself a piece of Bron Breakker. Bron just went through hell in that matchup against Joe Gacy, and Ludwig Kaiser knew it was the perfect time to strike. And now he's beating down Bron Breakker. Where is Carmelo Hayes right now, though, ladies and gentlemen? We said that these two are going to have to be on the same page. They're going to have to work together in order to take out Imperium, and yet Carmelo is somehow nowhere to be seen. I don't think he would just stand up Bron like that. I don't think he would just not help Bron Breakker, especially after Bron helped him a couple of weeks ago. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is Ludwig looking to do here? Oh, my God. It's just a brutal attack on Bron Breakker right now. Ludwig Kaiser is feeling very good. Oh, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to get a camera backstage. There's something else going on. There's Carmelo. Well, Melo was, in fact, trying to get to the ring to try to help out Bron Breakker, but as you can see, he was caught by Giovanni Vinci, the other half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. And Carmelo Hayes also getting the hell beat out of him by Imperium. Well, this was a calculated assault, a planned attack, possibly by the NXT Champion Gunther, who we know for a fact is not here tonight, but he's got Gio and Ludwig doing his dirty work. Melo trying to fight back, but he's a little bit just too groggy. He was blindsided by the attack. And now Gio taking down Melo on that ramp backstage near the parking lot. This is just a heinous assault and a very well calculated plan by Imperium. You can't even be too mad at it. I can't even be mad at it. It was just a brilliant plan, but this is ridiculous. Beating the hell out of Carmelo Hayes and Bron Breakker like this. And oh my God, Melo sent into that case there. And Gio stands tall over Carmelo Hayes. Is that, oh my God. Ludwig's got a steel chair. What the hell are you going to do with that? Bron has no clue where he is here. And oh my goodness. A big chair strike. And now Ludwig just beating the holy hell out of Bron Breakker with that steel chair. You made your point. Oh my Jesus. You made your point here tonight, Ludwig, as Imperium is going to stand tall here tonight on NXT as Ludwig continues to beat the holy hell out of Bron Breakker with that steel chair. Now Ludwig puts down the chair as Bron, oh my God. Bron Breakker and Carmelo Hayes taken out here tonight on NXT. That's all we have time for. We're going to need some help here.